And Bronco, I'm going to give you a special shout out at the very end of this video. Bronco Ride on YouTube. If you haven't heard of him, go check him out. Bronco Ride sent me some stickers today, and that was absolutely awesome. Left a letter with them and everything. He actually has some really awesome stickers. I was very, like, those stickers are just really cool, really sweet. So he sent me one, and that's going to go up on the sticker cabinet. Again, I'll put that up at the very end of this video. It will be kind of like the ending. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is right now. Coup de grace the video? I don't know. But I just want to say a big thank you and a big shout out to Bronco Ride. I'll leave a link down in the description of him, so you guys can go check him out. Awesome channel. I honestly wonder who owns this bike, because that is a very nice bike. Very cool looking bike. I mean, obviously I don't know if it runs nice, but it's a cool looking bike. A little small for my taste, but Harleys have always kind of captivated me. I don't know if the same can be said for everyone who watches this channel, but dog taking a shit. I don't know if the same can be said for everyone who watches this video. Maybe you guys do. Maybe you guys don't like Harleys. Maybe you like other bikes besides that, and you think Harleys are a waste. I mean, personally, I have no issue with other bikes. The bike I have isn't a Harley, and I honestly don't know if I would ever own a Harley, just being honest. They are great bikes. They are very nice looking bikes. I've always found them to be ones that are poster bikes, like ones that if I was a teenager again, that's the motorcycle that I would have. I don't know why I keep changing gears. That's the motorcycle that I would have personally up on my wall, the poster wall of motorcycles. So, I mean, that's basically what I'm saying here is Harleys have a lot of poster bikes. And I've always found them to be very fascinating, very interesting. So, you know, I mean, that's kind of that. And at the same respect, not all Harleys that I've seen are gorgeous poster bikes. I mean, obviously every bike has their downfall, just like Toyota has the Prius. Game plan for the rest of today. We got to put that sticker up on the cabinet, that's for sure. But first, got to go get a haircut. I'm tired of the mop that's sitting on top of my head. My fiance is a hairstylist, but we always work different hours and stuff, like, and then by the time I get home, I'm exhausted. I don't feel like getting a haircut. By the time she gets home, she's exhausted. She doesn't feel like giving another haircut. And I mean, I get it. Like, who would want to like cut hair all day and then come home and then also cut hair? You know? So I mean, just know what you're doing with life, I guess, is the best way to put that. I really hope there's not a whole lot of traffic. You know, yesterday when I got on here right around the same time, there was hardly any traffic. Actually, no, it was probably a little bit later in the day, that's why. But still, there was hardly any traffic. I was astonished. Very astonished. Putting that pedal to the metal. You know, cars have a saying, but motorcycles really don't. There's no saying for motorcycles. Like cars, put the pedal to the metal. Motorcycles, twist that thing. Twist it good. Drop it. Hold it. Twist it. Like what? What can you say? It's all, there's no pedal to put to the metal. It's also kind of hard to enjoy when it's this windy, but I'll get over it, I hope. You kind of feel like your head's just getting battered all over the place, hit in every direction by wind, but the best thing to do is just kind of like if you're feeling it too much, like if the wind's hitting you really hard in the face, the first thing that I always suggest is take it down a notch. If you feel unsafe, go slower. It's okay. No one's going to get pissed at you 50 to 55 because motorcyclists can be passed easily because we don't take up a lot of space. The other thing I suggest you do, if you think it's going to be a windy day, or if you know it's going to be a windy day, don't ride that day. Especially if you're new to riding. I would never have gone out on a windy day when I was first riding. And there's a huge reason for that. I mean, if you can't trust yourself in normal conditions, you definitely cannot trust yourself in not normal conditions. I mean, does that make sense, guys? I mean, that's kind of like a self-explanatory ideal, but one that's not really grasped by everyone. So, like, I just want to make that plain and clear. Always ride safe. The most unsafe rider is the one who doesn't even trust themselves. Just saying. If you don't trust yourself to ride, you're not going to feel comfortable. And of course, when you're riding and you first start out, you're not going to trust yourself. It's your first time riding, or your second or third. Like, it takes a little bit to get used to a motorcycle. It took me probably about a few good weeks of solid riding. And I'm not saying that, like, that's the same case for everyone. Obviously, everyone's different, but you know, it is like riding a bike. I'm gonna use that analogy. It is like riding a bike. Once you learn it, it's very hard to forget. But it's also a lot different than driving a car. It's also a lot different than driving a manual. I've driven a manual, I've driven an automatic car, I've driven semi-automatic Lamborghinis. And I still, to this day, will say there is nothing like a motorcycle. There really isn't. There is nothing that rides like one. There's nothing that drives like one. There's nothing that handles like one. In a Lamborghini, you don't have to lean one way or the other to make a turn. On a jet ski, you have to lean, but I mean, it's completely different. You're on water in that case. On a snowmobile, I've never ridden a snowmobile, but I know people who have, and they all say it's completely different. I mean, yeah, there's similarities, guys. So not 100% different, but different enough to be, if you were to say, is it different or is it completely different? Is it kind of different? You know, like those survey questions. Do you strongly agree? Do you somewhat agree? Do you negatively agree? Do you neutrally agree? Do you not agree at all? Do you disagree? Or do you strongly disagree? Or do you really, really, totally strongly disagree? Too many boxes to check. The point is nothing drives like a motorcycle. And not even all motorcycles drive the same. Like, be honest. If you've ridden more than one motorcycle, you can attest to this. None of the motorcycles you've ridden are exactly the same. Every single one of them has a quirk or a difference. Like Mickey Dick, when he first drove this, he was like, oh my lord, I gotta relearn how to use the clutch because it is so much different than a cruiser. Now, I've never driven a cruiser. This is the only motorcycle I've ever ridden and driven. I've ridden two other motorcycles, a dirt bike and a cruiser, when I was between the ages of like 8 and 13. And that was at my cousin's. I was too young to ride one, and it was at a family event, so it was too little time to learn how to ride one. And also my mom was, well, not my mom, my grandma was kind of against it, and my mom didn't want to hear it, which I get. But here I am on a motorcycle that's my own, and you know. But on a serious note, you got to be comfortable. Comfortable riders are the ones who are safe riders. Comfortable drivers are the ones who are safe drivers. Like, it's not that difficult to understand, right? If you're comfortable with something you do, you're gonna be better at it. I'm a teacher. If I'm comfortable working with kids, I'm going to be good at it. If you're not comfortable working with kids, or you're not comfortable being around kids, don't have them or don't work with them. Know yourself. Like, and that's what it comes down to, guys. But so obviously I have candy in here because it's almost Easter. This is it. This is the letter from Bronco. I'll read it to you guys real quick. Here's a sticker to help you fill up that cabinet. I hope you fill it up this year. I wish you success with your channel. Stay cool, brother. Be good. BR. Well, dude, I wish you success this year too. And here's to the first sticker from a motovlogger on the cabinet. You are going right under the GoPro, dude. You're actually going to go over the GoPro sticker. Because hell, what is better than GoPro? The people who use the GoPro. Us. So there you go. Bronco ride. First sticker. So guys, just your friendly neighborhood motovlogger saying, send me more stickers. Have a good one. That's a great life lesson, is trust who you are, trust in yourself, and be your own person. Be a good person. Be someone who is awesome. Because if you're not awesome, then, well, you're not awesome. Simple as that, guys.